Hello children. In my last video I had explained the lesson till here. Now we continue from there. Now we come to the properties and the uses of air. First of all, we discuss the physical properties. Now as you know, the atmosphere is like a blanket all around the earth. Now the gases that are present in the atmosphere, they trap the heat of the sun and they keep the earth from getting freezed, because otherwise if the heat would escape in the absence of the gases which are there in the atmosphere, the temperature of the earth would not be suitable for us to survive. So the atmosphere protects us by keeping the earth warm. It also protects us from the meteors or the meteorites that come near the earth while on their journey. Now, as you know, that air occupies space. This room that is there may seem empty, but there is air all around us. And because air occupies space, it has weight, it exerts pressure. Examples are very clearly in front of you. If you fill a balloon with air, it becomes heavier. Similarly, a tire which is filled up with air is heavier than a tire that is not filled with air. So these are two things that prove that air has weight, and anything that has weight exerts pressure. Air also carries sound. Because there is air around us, sound waves are able to travel from one place to another. So we are able to hear because of the air in the atmosphere. There are several gases, as I told you, in the atmosphere, and these gases have various uses. The oxygen, as discussed earlier, is required for breathing, but also required for combustion, which is burning. Fire cannot burn if there was no oxygen in the atmosphere. Hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen, these are the three other important gases. They are also the building blocks of the cells. You know, our body is made up of the cells, that is the proteins, fats, and the DNA. You must have heard of the term DNA. It is the genetic material. So these cells, the building blocks of the molecules are these gases which are present in our body as well. Oxygen also helps to burn up the food that we eat and to release the energy required by us to do the various activities. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, and this gas helps to keep the earth warm. And also, you know that the plants use this gas in order to prepare the food, that is the photosynthesis. The ozone layer, you must have often heard about the ozone layer in the atmosphere. This ozone layer, which is in the stratosphere, it prevents the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun from reaching the earth. However, this ozone layer is disappearing. You must have heard that because of the pollution, there are big holes in this blanket of ozone, and this is allowing the harmful rays of the sun to reach the earth, which may cause several problems to the human body, several diseases. So the next topic is air pollution. Several times this topic has been discussed. You know that the various activities of human beings are causing the pollution of the earth. The different factories, the smoke that come out of the factories, the vehicles that emit the smoke, all these cause a lot of air pollution. Now also because of the lockdown, you know that the pollution level has decreased. Much has been on the social media regarding the decrease in pollution due to the lockdown. But we still need to study about the effects of air pollution. One of the most destructive effect of air pollution is that it causes smog. The smoke gets mixed up with fog and it forms smog. And this smog, it often contains ozone. The ozone is required in the atmosphere, but When it comes down near us, that is in the troposphere, then it becomes harmful for us. And if we breathe in the smog, it may cause several respiratory diseases. The next harmful effect is the acid rain. The carbon dioxide and the sulfur dioxide in the air, they dissolve in rainwater when the rainfall occurs, and if these gases are present in the air, they get dissolved in the rainwater, and this rain is harmful for the plants. It stunts tree growth, that is, it does not allow the trees to grow very well, and the leaves of the plants become yellow in color. The water also, the aquatic life gets disturbed and destroyed because of this acid rain. The next phenomena is global warming. Now, what is the global warming? In simple terms, the when the temperature of the earth is increasing because there are lesser trees because of deforestation. Human has destroyed trees for constructing houses, bridges, roads, and so many other things. But when we cut trees, it also reduces the oxygen levels, because you know that trees give out oxygen. So oxygen reduces and the pollution continues. And when we burn the fossil fuels, that is our vehicles, our factories, they are emitting smoke, the carbon dioxide increases and the oxygen decreases. And as I said earlier, carbon dioxide traps heat. And now the carbon dioxide is increasing in the atmosphere. So the atmosphere is trapping more heat than required. And this is called global warming. And this is very, very risky because it is making our ice caps to melt. The glaciers and the ice caps, they are melting because of the increasing temperature, and the levels of the oceans and the sea is rising. So this is a cause of serious concern, and it also may change the rainfall. That is, the areas that experience more rainfall, they may experience lesser rainfall. Another phenomena which happens because of the pollution is global dimming. Global dimming means the reduction in the light. So the suspended dust and the soot particles that are in the atmosphere, they reduce the amount of sunlight from reaching the earth, and it also reduces evaporation, and it leads to lesser rainfall. And when rain is less, there will be water scarcity. So it has been observed that because of this, rainfall patterns have changed in various parts of our country also. The last one is the ozone hole. As I told you just now, that because of the pollution, the blanket of ozone had ozone hole. I use the word had. So the good thing occurring out of this lockdown is that now we have news from NASA that this ozone hole has been repaired because of no activity of the human beings. So this is one good thing which has come out of this lockdown. Controlling air pollution, all the countries of the world and especially the UN has been holding various conventions and conferences so that we can reduce the pollution levels. But the details will be done in another chapter. And again, I come back to the same point. Lockdown has done all this for us. So this is it. I will give you the PDF of this lesson in the next on the next EVS turn, and this time you have to draw various diagrams as a homework. Bye children, take care.